This video is how to decrease the stress hormone cortisol. So many of us think we are not stressed. But how often does it happen that when we go away on holiday we get sick? In our everyday lives, our immune systems encounter threats that it deals with, but sometimes is not able to fully resolve until we actually take a break so we have some serious sleep time. Our immune systems believe that the war's over and can dive into a deeper defense and inflammation resolution state. Because we are on holiday and our bodies can now have time to sort themselves out and get better. That's happened to me more than once. When we get sleep, we give our bodies time to repair. So when we have trouble sleeping, we put our bodies through a really big stressor, which can push up our cortisol levels, possibly leading to weight gain and even more sleep deprivation. It's not a good vicious cycle to get caught up in. So to help lower cortisol and to improve sleep habits, try going to bed a bit earlier. Maybe start with 15 minutes earlier than you would have, until you've worked out the best timing for yourself. And watch gentle things on television before going to bed. And if you need a nap during the day, let that happen. It can alleviate some sleep loss. Our sleep can also be affected by being out of sync with our circadian rhythm, which is our body clock that controls our sleep-wake cycles, amongst other things, of course. And cortisol production is upset when you're not living in sync with your circadian rhythm, as cortisol is no longer produced at the right time. Plus, you may find it hard to have your sleep needs met, which causes high cortisol levels. Yet another vicious cycle. So we really need to aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep a night. And when our cortisol levels are high, because of our busy and often stressed modern day lives, we so often get stuck in a stressed fight and flight state. And when cortisol is high, we can start to gain weight, made worse by sleep problems. When we don't get enough sleep, our hunger hormones are thrown out of sync, which can lead to overeating, because in stressful situations we often want some comfort. And the first thing we reach for is food, anything that's handy, like crisps, chocolate, cake, etc. Have you ever reached for an apple or a salad when you are stressed? If you're anything like me, probably not. So, because cortisol can lead to high blood sugar levels, causing extra pounds to creep on, which can then lead our bodies being triggered into releasing glucose, the excess glucose that the body can't use for energy can be stored as fat, especially belly fat, and obviously causing weight gain. We all know that we shouldn't be eating junk food and to have a balanced intake of protein, fruits and veggies, and to avoid excess consumption of sugary, processed and high-fat foods, which can contribute to stress. So really, this is just a reminder of what we already know. It certainly is always a good reminder for me. Another way to decrease cortisol is to exercise regularly. Research shows that low-intensity workouts can actually decrease cortisol levels, while high-intensity workouts can increase cortisol levels because you're putting your body under a kind of stress. While this is okay every now and again, if you're over-exercising, you may suffer the consequences of high cortisol. So maybe build some gentle movement into your routine, like stretching, swimming, walking, some gentle yoga. And meditation dramatically reduces stress by assisting our minds to be present, calm and serene, and it may be helpful in stressful situations because there will be less cortisol released. Breathing exercises can be really helpful in lowering stress and reducing cortisol levels. So try practicing some diaphragmatic breathing. Just make sure you're breathing more into your tummy area rather than just the chest area. And you can breathe in for the count of 4 and out for the count of 6, or maybe just be really present with each breath. And a nice slow count in for 4 and out for 4 is good. Just find what works for you. Next, get out into nature in your bare feet. Getting outside into natural light first thing in the morning is a good thing to do, as this resets your circadian rhythm for the day. And if the weather is bad, you can just look out the window, just for a longer period of time. So it's 10 minutes for outside and 30 minutes for inside. But if you do get outside, there's a double whammy benefit. The sensation we feel when our feet make contact with the earth, grass, or when walking on a beach is more than just a feeling. This therapeutic touch of Mother Earth is laden with remarkable health benefits, like reducing inflammation, boosting antioxidants in our body, and improving sleep. And lastly, reduce your caffeine intake. And it's probably best to have your coffee in the morning, as caffeine late in the day can keep you up at night. Caffeine increases how much cortisol your body produces, which can be another vicious cycle if you find yourself reaching for coffee more than usual to get you through stressful situations. If you found this information useful and have enjoyed this, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.